Good evening and salutations, my GH fans. Alright, we find out that Gregory has ALS. And I'm looking at this whole thing and I'm just like, what are they doing to Alexa's character? First, they give her that doctor, psychiatrist or whatever that was not there helping her with, no, it was helping her daughter. Christina with all that stuff that was going on with Donna Day. They got close. Next thing you know, the dude just died, right? And for a while, they were like, oh, he OD on drugs and stuff like that. And it turned out it was Harmony that killed him, right? Very short-lived romance. Then you give her Gregory, and less than a year, they decided to, give him ALS and practically, I'm just looking at this whole thing. I'm like, what is the point of giving her these love interests if you're just going to kill them off or sideline them? Like, I don't understand that. Felicia's an idiot. Blank period. So they're auctioning Ethan off to, sell to the highest bidder. This way they can kill him because, that's the thing now. Or maybe it was always a thing. I don't know. But Holly's not there trying to bid and everything like that, and Felicia's like, you don't have that type of money. So Holly's like, listen, we're just gonna do it. Meanwhile, there's another person that's bidding, but you can't see her. She just has on this giant hat, right? So Holly wins the bet, and the guy's just like, all right, so where's the money at? I don't know why. It just made me think about the whole Stewie and Brian thing. But they're looking like, all right, so like, what's good? And so she tries to stall and everything like that. And finally, the guy's like, yo, listen, you don't have the money. We're going to sit there and just pretty much kind of kick you off the premises. We're going to bring in this other person who did, who was the second runner up. Person comes in a hat. You can't see them. And um, they're about to go get Ethan. They're both they're trying to look to see who it is. Felicia is like, Tracy? Tracy? And I'm just like, why don't you say her whole last name? Say where she lives at too. Oh, she lives in Amsterdam, right? Like, why would you do that for? Tracy? It's you? I'm sitting there thinking all the time, what the is wrong with this chick? So at this point, the guards is like, all right, listen, we just going to sort this whole thing out. We just going to restrain all y'all, just sort this whole thing out. Meanwhile, the whole time, Ethan's that they're trying to get out of these, I don't understand what. Y'all couldn't use handcuffs or anything like that. Y'all decided to use this, what, cheap ass rope or whatever that y'all got. And meanwhile, the whole time he's there trying to find a way to slip out. And he finally does. He gets the upper hand on one of the guards, and, Felicia and, got her damn name. Felicia and Holly, take care of the other two. And they all run out, and, the day is saved. I'm just looking at this whole thing. I was like, Lisa, why'd you F that up for? The whole thing would have probably went a little more smoother if you just would have kept your mouth shut, but whatever. Oh yeah, long story short, Jay's got his job back, which surprised no one. I said that yesterday. Here's the thing. We all knew that this guy was going to get his job back. So this whole, I'm glad they didn't draw it out towards the end, but, it was, it was like, all right, so we're gonna sit there and decide your fate on if you're gonna be a cop. And I was like, yeah, okay, let's just hurry this up because we all know where this is going. So he got his job back. He thanks Brooklyn. Dante's there, and Dante's happy. Then Brooklyn just leaves to talk to Sonny about her romance drama. Which I'm just like, why are you like upset about this whole thing? let's be very clear. This was Chase's fault that he got himself in this position in the first place. I get that she feels some sort of way about it, like, oh, he was just defending my honor or whatever. But I'm like, bro, you didn't tell him to sit there and clock those two people, so that's on him, you know. And yeah, you didn't sit there and you didn't write the letter or whatever, but you finally did. You made up for that. You sold out future girls or whatever to Link, but then you sit there and you made that better. So to be honest, I don't really understand the whole doom and gloom thing. I didn't understand why she just left. I understand why she was just being kind of all sad or whatever. She was talking to Sunny. I didn't get that at all. Um, and Dante gives him back his badge. So yeah. I feel like this episode goes a little kind of downhill at that point. Sonny and Nina didn't really do too much of anything. Valentine was there just to tell Sonny and them, oh yeah, Trina got a hold of a Jordan, so they're a couple of steps closer. Awesome. I'm so glad you came in there to sit there and tell them that because they was all super worried, but now Trina's there, so that's just one more hostage. That's awesome. Um, Willow and Michael. Willow wants Michael to invite Sonny because she feels like the family is going to be even more divided with Donna and Avery. Sonny not being there, maybe they sit there and take sides or whatever. So she's like, just for the peace of the family, just do it. And Michael wishing that they're telling Willow, he talked to Sonny and he reached out to him and everything like that, and yet he was still acting like a dick. I'm like, bro, honestly, tell you the truth, just like secretly in my head, I was like, it'd be really nice if Michael asked Sonny to go to the wedding, and Sonny just says, "Nah, I'm good." Because I've been sitting there trying to reach out to you for a hot minute. You kept slapping my hand away, so I'm good. Obviously, that's not going to happen, but just out of pure spite, just as a what if scenario, I would love to see that. Just be like, "Nah, I'm good." Um, But Michael, of course, says okay. He says yes, and so he's gonna invite Sonny to the wedding, and he's still gonna have his beef and all this other crap that's going on. It's so dumb. It's so stupid. And the last scene, because I almost forgot, the last scene is what Diane and Robert, his car breaking down, and Diane's not there because Robert was like, so why do you work for Sonny? Why do you work for Sonny, whatever? And she pretty much is like, yo, listen, it's been interesting since day one. She talks about her first case. Um, among one of her cases was involving Spinelli and how she just felt so appreciated and everything like that. And of course, she tells Robert, hey, listen. I know where the line is. I'm not going to sit there and give him my career or anything like that to, do anything that's ethically wrong. I know where the line is at. And so apparently that just satisfies him, and he gets some car dust on her. Then they make out, and then that's it. Of course, until Holly comes back and everything gets kind of complicated. Um, Now, here's the thing: when she first came back, I didn't notice anything. I noticed there was a couple people in the comment section that knew that Holly or the actress wasn't 100%. I didn't notice that the whole time. So I don't think I'm gonna sit there and notice it now, but I'm gonna sit there and try to look. Listen, my point is, if anyone actually sees anything that she's not like 100% or whatever, please let me know. Um, because I couldn't tell before. At least this time they wrapped up this whole Ethan storyline. So now she can go back to doing whatever she does until she decides to come back. I feel like that's about it. I can't really think of anything else that happened. So, like usual, if I did miss anything, come to the live stream. 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. I know Eastern they're talking about GH, Days, YNR, BNB. So come through. Come through, because I'm pretty sure there's something that I probably missed. So, if I did, we'll sit there and chop it up there. With that being said, I'm going to go. I want to thank you for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next video.